Merry Christmas and happy holidays, beautiful souls. As this year comes to a close, I wanted to share something special with you. I'm Diana. If you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This is a space where we slow down and we speak the truth about healing, about growth, about becoming who God actually created us to be. No fluff, no performance, just the truth. So grab your coffee or your preferred drink of choice, get comfortable, and let's talk about something that might just shift your entire world. There comes a moment in life where the noise fades and God finally gets a clear connection into your heart. A moment where He invites you to pause, breathe, look inward, and finally face the truth that you've been avoiding. Not the superficial truth about your habits or your daily grind, but a deeper truth. The truth about the wounds you've carried into adulthood, the patterns you never chose but learned to survive in, the version of yourself that you've been protecting but also hiding behind. This December, I'm inviting you into something different. Not a resolution, not another self-help checklist, but a personal awakening. A sacred moment to reclaim your identity and invest in the version of you God always intended before the world told you who you had to be to survive it. If you grew up surrounded by chaos, poverty, or emotional neglect, you were raised to function in survival mode. And survival mode has one goal: getting through the day. But it steals something from you in the process: your sense of safety, your self-worth, your ability to trust your own voice. It teaches you to shrink, to anticipate danger, to manage everyone else's feelings while ignoring your own. People who grow up like that often enter adulthood with broken instructions no one warns them about. Things like how to set boundaries without feeling selfish, how to say no without drowning in guilt, how to choose peace over proximity, how to identify unsafe people even when they're family, and most importantly, how to love yourself without apologizing for taking up space. You were never taught these things, yet you were expected to live like you did, like someone that came from stability. But here's what they don't tell you: you can build your own foundation, even now. Even starting from here. You deserve more than survival mode. Heck, we all do. And God didn't call you to be small, damaged, or disposable. He didn't save you just so that you could spend the rest of your life managing trauma. He called you chosen. He called you redeemed. He called you His. Investing in yourself isn't selfish, it's obedience. It's honoring the life He gave you. It's stepping into the identity your past tried to bury. It's saying, I will not let my childhood write the rest of my story. This is the month you learn who you really are, not what trauma taught you, not what others projected onto you, not what fear whispered in the dark when you were too young to fight back. Who you are in Christ, who you've always been underneath the survival strategies, the defense mechanisms, the people-pleasing, and the perfectionism. That person is still there, and they're worth investing in. Let me say this plainly because someone needs to hear this. Not everyone in your life is meant for the next chapter. Some people are kind but inconsistent. Some are supportive until you start to grow. Some love you just as long as you stay beneath them, broken and needing them. And some simply don't have the maturity, the healing, or the capacity to walk with you as you rise. And that's okay, but you have to see it. Discernment is not judgment, boundaries is not cruelty, and distance is not rejection. These are spiritual tools Jesus used Himself. He walked away from crowds. He set limits with His family. He protected His peace to fulfill His purpose. If Jesus needs boundaries, so do you. Your peace is part of your calling. Your mental health is part of your ministry. And your rest is part of the resistance against everything that tried to break you. Protect it. Real self-care isn't spa days or face masks. It's not bubble baths or vision boards, though those things are nice. Real self-care is courage. It's sitting with God in the quiet and saying something like, I was never taught how to love myself. I don't even know where to begin. Please show me. It's rewriting the patterns that you inherited. The anxious attachment, the overgiving, the fear of being too much or not enough, the instinct to shrink when someone raises their voice. It's about choosing different friends. Friends that don't need you to stay small in order to feel big. Friends who celebrate your growth instead of feeling threatened by it. It's choosing truth over comfort. It's choosing you instead of the person everyone got used to. It's learning to stop pretending you're fine when your soul is exhausted, your spirit is depleted, and your body is screaming for rest. This is the holy work. This is the grown-up healing no one prepares you for. The kind that doesn't happen over a weekend retreat or a single therapy session, but in the daily, deliberate choice to become who God created you to be. And it's worth it. You're worth it. So here's my December challenge for you. I want you to take inventory of your life, not to shame yourself, but to see things clearly. Where do you feel weak in spirit? Where do you feel stretched too thin? Where have you been accepting less than God's best because you feel like you don't deserve more? Where are you still operating from that survival mode blueprint? This month doesn't require perfection. It requires honesty. It requires you to stop pretending and start healing. And I know that might sound overwhelming, and you might be thinking, okay, Diana, but how? Where do I begin? Start small, because small steps still move you forward. Pick up an affordable devotional or prayer journal. $5 at a bookstore can change your mornings. Find one book on boundaries from a biblical perspective, or ask God to lead you to what you need to read right now. Do a 10-minute prayer walk. No phone, no distractions, just you and God having an honest conversation. Try a free online Bible study. Tools like YouVersion and the Bible Project make it easy to get started. Journal for 5 minutes before bed. Ask yourself, what did I feel today? What did I avoid? And what do I need from God right now? Use what you have, grow from where you stand. Transformation doesn't require wealth. It doesn't require a perfect plan or ideal circumstances. It only requires your willingness. And you've already shown that you have that because you're still here. Hear me with your whole spirit when I say this. You are not who your past says you are. You're not the trauma, the neglect, the chaos, or the dysfunction that shaped your earlier years. You are who God says you are, and He says that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. In Christ, you are made new, not patched together, not barely surviving, not better than before. Reborn, restored, reclaimed. The world tried to shrink you. It taught you to be quieter, smaller, easier to manage, to soften your edges so you wouldn't disrupt what was broken. But God is restoring you to the original design, the version of you before the shame spoke louder than the truth, before survival became your default setting. This is the month you step back into your strength, remember who you are, and move toward what you were created to do. This isn't about being someone else. This is about returning to yourself. This is your awakening. If this video stirred something in you while listening, stay close. December is an invitation, or whenever you're watching this, not to be perfect, not to perform, but to clarity, healing, and to honest forward movement. You're not late, you're not disqualified, and you're not too damaged to be used by God. You're becoming, and becoming is holy ground. Welcome to the awakening God has been preparing you for. Welcome home. If this message resonated with you, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps this video reach others who are still living in survival mode, unaware there's another way. Share this video with someone who needs permission to invest in themselves, or someone still carrying around childhood wounds, unsure how to let them go. And subscribe to this channel because we're just getting started. December is all about awakening, and the rest of the journey, we'll walk it together. I'll be sharing more about boundaries, healing, faith, growth, all the things nobody teaches you, but everybody needs. And drop a comment below and tell me what's one way you're investing in yourself this month. Okay, guys, that's it for now. And remember, we're in this journey together. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.